Hello everyone, my name is Ripsy and today we are taking a look at some Halloween decorations. So for me it is the 28th of October right now, so that means that Halloween is right around the corner. Sadly enough, because I am Dutch, we don't really celebrate Halloween that much, but I still like this season. I had come up with a couple of decorations as you can see right here, and we'll take a look at each one of them in a little bit. And I'll also show you guys how to use them in a little setting which is behind this wall right there. Let's start off with probably a very easy one if you have access to creative, that is, because over here this looks very quite weird. There is a spider upside down. He is walking on the ceiling, which looks, well, for Minecraft players it looks very weird, but for regular people this is actually how it would look if a spider was on the ceiling. So how do you do this? The spider is right in there and it's actually standing on top of these barrier blocks. So these are obtainable in creative if you just give them to yourself using commands. But in survival this isn't really doable. You could try something with the glass, but it wouldn't look the same as this. And you just name a name tag dinner bone, right click it onto the spider and it is upside down, so it looks like this. Then moving on, we've got a patch of pumpkins right here, and it doesn't really look anything special, except for the sea pickles on top of them. Those actually look like stems growing out of the top of them, and it just gives a little bit of extra detail to these pumpkins right here. Then over here I got a little path design with just some basalt, some pot soul sand, soul soil, regular dirt, coarse dirt. You can use quite a few blocks and just decorate these sides with some iron bars, some leaves, a couple of pumpkins as well, maybe some dark oak fences, cobwebs, just to give it a little bit of a scary look. And over here are a couple of brown blocks you could use as well, like concrete powder, regular concrete, of course the brown variants, and also the full logs. This is the dark oak one, and those will mix quite well into the floor as well. It looks a little bit weird like that, but you could mix them in as well, and it just gives a nice texture variant if you got a couple of those in there as well. Moving swiftly on, we've got a scarecrow right here, and as you can see from just me staring at it, you can kind of see how to build it. So you've got a regular fence post with some fence gates on the sides, a couple of green banners at the front and back, a hay bale in the middle, a pumpkin right over here, and then using some string on the sides you can place carpets on top of the string with just a slab of dark oak wood in at the middle to form a small hat like that. And I think it looks pretty cool, though this is also one of the designs you will see on the internet, but just my favorite by far. Then over here we got something that looks like an open grave, so if you just place lecterns like this, and also like that, it will create a small gap in the middle. And it looks like some sort of gravestone or tombstone that has been opened and maybe like the ghost of an evil being has come out, and I think that looks pretty cool. So like this, it isn't really that special. Oh, just started raining, which is quite weird as I talked about in Evil Spirit, but well, like this, it doesn't really look that special, but in a setting, it is quite cool. Then over here, I got a bit of a ghost banner as well. It looks pretty cool. These are the things you need. This is a creeper charge, I guess it's called. Yeah, the creeper charge banner pattern. And we'll also use up some dies, but it's fairly easy. First of all, you get the white banner in there, and you get the gray die, and get the well, what is it, like the diamond? Actually, give me another gray die. Then you put it back in, get the white die, and get this one, so the cross in the middle. And then with the gray die and the creeper charge, it will end up looking like this. So it's fairly easy, uh, if you have the creeper charge, that is, to create quite a cool looking banner. Again, with banner patterns, there are loads of them on the internet, so just take a quick look on Google for more like these. But I really like this design, and I think it's just quite cool. And then lastly, we have a kind of a candy box. So I put the take one at the front of it just for a little bit of details as well. But it's actually very quite simple. You need these things, so just some way to power the piston. It's a regular piston, a composter, and just some signs to put around it. So what you need to do is to stack some armor stands with different colored leather hats on top of them. I placed a bit of a light source at the bottoms to make sure that the color will shine through this. And basically just stack them up like this, delete the blocks so they'll fall down, creating a mixture of the hat colors at the top. Then get these blocks, put a composter right above it. Then, well, you could actually place the redstone block like that. And let the piston push the composter down. Delete those two, and there you have the candies from the top. Then just get your sign and place them at the front. Just type something like take one. And you can just surround the other parts with some signs for a bit of added detail. And those are just some of the designs I've come up with. But now I'll show you guys how they will look in a setting. So I hope you guys like those designs. It's a bit of a shorter video, I guess, but I didn't really have a lot of time lately. So I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately. It's been almost 2 weeks since the previous video had come out. But sadly, I have been very busy with school and stuff, so I'm sorry for that. I hope there will be regular videos in the near future. But thank you guys all for watching. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already. I've been Rupsy. Goodbye.